So the next step for the jewelry box, since we now have all of the Forstner bit work done, and I actually went back in with a smaller bit to take out some of the little spots that were solid before, so that basically just means less overall wood to take out that's with the Dremel. But I mentioned that for this step we need to use a magnifying glass to make it easier, and I used a page magnifier. Well, this is the page magnifier. Again, it's just a normal book magnifier, but the way it's set up is like this. So I have basically I looked online for a 27-inch or something along those lines for length, gooseneck. I don't remember what the exact search was, but the end result is this is a cell phone holder for a car. So this part would clamp onto the car. You'd have the gooseneck up, and then there's this wide, and I'm sure I'm going to drop this. Yeah, there we go. There's this wide section, so this would open up, and then you would put your cell phone down in there. And it works, the strongest part of the spring, of course, is when it's open, because that's when the cell phone is supposed to fit. Well, I don't have a cell phone that I want to use, but I want to hold a page magnifier. So what I came up with was page magnifier, which again, that's large and cheap to replace if it gets dinged or messed up. A binder clip, not the giant size, just a normal large one. 2 pieces of cork, so I don't completely screw up the magnifying lens. 2 little thin pieces of plywood, about the same width as a cork. And effectively, at the end of the day, you get the thickness that you want that works the best is the binder clip is almost fully extended, like that, basically. And then you take the one end off. And then, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this back in here with one hand. Normally I use 2, plus with the camera, we'll see how that goes. But, end result, you open this, stick it in like this, and well, I got it in. So, end result, this part of the clip holds it open. And if we look underneath, that part goes up around the edge. So, it's sturdy. You can bend it wherever you want, and it works. The most important part is it works, and it's cheap. I think the gooseneck piece was like 15 bucks. The clip, lots of people just have those. Corkboard, you don't necessarily have to use corkboard, but again, that's cheap. Piece of thin plywood. You could probably use cardboard as well. Cardboard may not work as well because it would compress, but again, this is like 4 bucks. So instead of a $80 magnifier with a very small hole that has a very rigid frame, I can bend this however I want, and it works. And you can see, like, if this is the normal magnification, even if we hold it up here, but you move it in, and it works much better. So it's much easier to see. Plus, if you get the Dremel down in, and then hold it up more, because it's actually, normally when I do this, again, hard with one hand, and picture quality is probably horrible with all the glare, but that's alright. You get the general idea. You hold it up underneath the magnifier, and then you not only get an added bonus of a chip guard, so that you don't get stuff flying up directly in your face from the Dremel, but you get to see it much better. So, yeah, it works. So that's the next step. I'm going to take, the other piece. I have the little, I have the long extended Dremel cord, because that makes it much easier to try and do the fine work. But I'm also using the little cutoff saw, and of course that's zooming in on other things, but it's just a little cutoff saw, and get that down in the holes, excuse me, and just run around the edge to cut pieces off to get the wood separated. Because you don't want, because this is so hard, you don't want to dig all that out just with the little spade router bit. But then I have this router bit, which again, this is not, it's happily connecting on the other stuff for, well, hopefully you can see it. But yeah, so that's what I've done the majority of the work with. I'm actually gonna, I found this in my set. I'm gonna try this side cutter bit. If that works, maybe it'll work to run along the edge and separate that off. And if I can use the cutter to get the bottom out, then I can just lift the whole piece out, and that's way less digging of absolutely everything out. But again, we shall see. Oh, and yeah, use dust mask for these kind of things, because it does make a mess. Even with the vacuum set nearby to suck up all the chips, it still makes a mess. So that's it for this in-between step. Next is to actually do the work.